Hello all, and thank you for joining the TT Live webinar on CSV order uploading. My name is Brian Sneesick, and I am part of the training and user experience team here at TT. Today, I will be covering how to use the order book widget to upload orders via a CSV document. First, I will cover some basics, and then we will move to the TT platform to demonstrate a few different examples. The order upload feature simplifies the order entry process by enabling users to upload bulk orders into the TT platform. This process ensures faster execution, reduces manual entry errors, and streamlines workflows for trading professionals. By supporting a variety of order types and providing tools to map, review, and correct data, TT enhances trading efficiency and accuracy. When uploading orders into TT, the CSV file must adhere to the following rules. Files must be saved as a plain text format. The file name must use a .csv file extension. Data fields must be comma delimited. Spaces after commas for readability are allowed. You can upload orders from a .csv file using Bloomberg codes by including a BBG column in the file. You do need to have your company enabled for BBG codes before you can upload. If you're not, then you need to do that in TT user setup. The CSV file can contain a maximum of 1,000 order rows as follows. Row 1 must be the header fields, and as follows, the row must contain columns for all fields used by any of the orders. The header column names must exactly match the field names, including capitalization. The field columns can be arranged in any order, but the data within a column must match the value expected by the column header. Mandatory columns are buy, sell, order quantity, exchange, contract BBG, price, account, type, time in force. Rows 2 through contain the values for a single order per row. Here I've posted the order text view of the CSV file with a few of the order type examples we will cover on the TT platform today. You can always access in your CSV file, and you just come right click, and you say open with, and then you can open up on Notepad, and then you can see the text view. All right, next I will move on to the TT platform to go through some different examples. All right, I'm here on the platform already logged in our UAT environment today. This is where I'll be executing. So the market data, I can manipulate it a little bit better. Here, you can see I do already have a folder with some different CSV files that I created ahead of time. We're gonna upload a basic one to start with. We'll just do the native upload on CMA. Let's just open this up, take a look at it. Here it is, basic, right? Here's the headers that we were talking about up there. For here, just 3 basic orders we're going to be doing: a limit, a native Iceberg, and a stop limit. Let's take a look at this trigger price. We got to make this a little bit higher. So let's do this right now at 465. Let's do 466 even. All right, and then the price there, make it 466 and a quarter. All right. Quick save on that. All right, so see here, I'm using the short code, right? I have the exchange, I have my account all set up. Once this is in order, right, we're gonna come to this section right here, come down to the order book, right? So inside the platform itself, I'm gonna have an order book up. I'm gonna come to the order book, I'm gonna right click, and then this section right there, upload order. I click there, and then I select file. All right, find my file, hit open, and this will always open up to the right. Order book import widget right here. So if you're kind of wide, sometimes it'll pop off the screen. So you do want to, if you're going to do this, maybe make the order book a little bit less wide, and then it'll pop up to the side. So here, if I had any unused columns that would appear, I'll show that in a moment, but I can also change any of these, right? So it mapped everything correctly. But let's say it mapped something incorrectly. Any of the field names that I created would appear here as a choice. If I choose none, it'll pop back out here, right? So then I'll just drag that and pop it back in there. Down at the bottom, you got the import preview. So this looks pretty good from across the board. I can then hit confirm, and now it comes up to the order uploader. Here again, if I had any errors, it would appear here. I would get a red alert right here, and then if I highlighted it, it would tell me what that error was. I'll go through that in a moment, but here, these orders look good. Highlight them here, and I can either submit as held, submit to the exchange, or stage. You know what? Let's go ahead and just submit to the exchange. And there we go. So all my orders just went in. Here you see they're working, right? There's my trigger price on my stop, right? There's my iceberg right there. I'm working a 5 lot. And these are all the native order types right there. All right, I'm going to cancel these and let me upload one that I know has errors, right? So let's take a look at that before. Okay, so here, this one here, it's got a few errors, and I added 2 columns, that the text TT column and one that I just called error. And I'll go into that in a second. But here, if you notice, I made a mistake. My account right there is not correct, so that should get picked up. Here, type is missing. And if type's missing, then I'm not even able to change that on the platform. So this would not be able to load at all. But we'll take a look at that. Here, I have the wrong exchange. And then here, look, I actually typed it out the way it is on the platform, the contract name. All right, so let's go ahead onto the platform itself, and we'll come to here. We'll upload, and this time I'm going to choose that error sheet. All right, so see again, it popped out to the right, and here, there's those 2 columns that I didn't use, right? So I can come down and I can drag the text TT to there, and there you see all that test will be there. And error, there's nothing called error, but I can assign it to anything that I want, as long as the value works that's inside of it. So here, I'm just going to put it on text B right now. And if you noticed, I put test 2, so that value will go there. The text fields, they could be free form, so it's just an easy way to show. All right, so again, here, everything, all the columns are used. I hit confirm, and it comes to the here. And now here we see that I have a couple errors. Right off the bat, right? This one we knew was going to happen. Invalid account, it's not correct. If you do that, you can hit the drop down here, and then you can set that. But type, like I said before, there's nothing I can do there. I can't change that. If I don't upload a type, it's going to fail. And as well as exchange. Here, I put ice, but I put the wrong instrument. I could change this instrument, and I could go find an ice product, but I can't change this exchange. So again, that would fail. Here, though, you notice this one did go through okay. And the reason why this went through is because I was able to type out the long form, right? I did ZSDs24, and that was able to go. Here, I'll submit both of these to a held state, so we can take a look at that as well this time. So now those uploaded. And if you look, these 2 are in a hold state. If I highlight them, I hit the button here, I can submit them. Maybe I had an error, right? Maybe I did something wrong. I was supposed to be at this price. Change, I'm still in that hold state. Once I highlight it, and I'm all good, I can release it. Now it's working. So this gives you the ability, if you do upload it into that hold state, gives you that error check before you release the orders. Okay, cancel these right here. Next, what I'd like to cover is still bulk uploading native order types, but if you have our OMS care order ability, where then you could stage orders to yourself, you can upload a bunch of native order types and then work them all with the same algo with one click. Here, let me show you how to do that. So here, let me just open up this file. Okay, so here's a bunch of native order types right now, all working the same market, right? All same side as well, but just different levels, right? So if I'm sent bulk orders like this, multiple, and maybe the user tells me I want these to only work for a certain amount of time, and then I want you to cancel those orders. So I could use a TT timed algo. So here, let me go ahead and I'm going to upload the order, right? So here's the native bulk that I was just talking about, right? So it comes in. All right, everything looks good. I'm going to submit these though as stage. And to stage orders to myself, I do need basic OMS enabled. I would have to be enabled by my TT admin for basic OMS, and that gives me the ability to stage orders. And I'm just going to be staging them to myself. So here, if I click stage, you see here, everything pops up, right? Here, available, right? I'm going to claim all of these. And now I have these claimed. They're not working at the exchange yet. But what I can do is I can highlight all these orders and then right click after they're all highlighted and then go to the order staging section, which is part of OMS. And then down here is a section called work with same order type. So if I click there, this will pop up. And now it gives me the ability to work these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different orders. I can go and control with one algo and one order ticket to set the parameters. Here, I'll do a TT timed, right? And I'm going to say, okay, I want you to continue to work. But I was told that today, these orders, they need to work now, but they need to cancel, let's say, let's put this at 2 o'clock, right? So right now it's about noon my time, almost noon, right? So in 2 hours, these orders are only going to work for 2 hours. And then at the end of that, I want it to cancel, right? So here it says submit 7 orders, 7 buys using TT timed order type. Confirm submit. And there we are. So I uploaded all those orders, those 7 orders, and then there's the upload on the top. I then highlighted them all and then created a parent algo for each one of them, with them now working in the market. So here I'm working 440, 448, and then these will work until 2 o'clock, and then they're going to cancel. So again, I was able to upload a bulk batch of orders, native orders, and then stage them to myself using TTOMS, and then I was able to go ahead and work all with the same algo. All right, I just cleared the order book there now. And let's go ahead now and work some TT order types. First, I'll demonstrate how to upload some TT time algos. So here, let me open up the sheet so we can take a look at it again. Okay, so here I'm going to have TT time duration and TT timed. The first one up here, I'm going to do a time duration. And this one, I'm going to say I want this to go in now. And timing is very important how you look at it here on the platform too. Now with the upload, it's changed a little bit from how it was in the past. Here on the time duration, I'm going to say start, right? So if we come back to the platform, right, and you choose, if you ever try to do a TT time duration, right, you're going to match everything that's in here. That's the idea of the columns that you're creating. So start, I'm going to choose the time, right? So if I end up saying now, but then let's say I need this to work, to the end of the day or a time, I'm going to choose that there. I'm going to set order type, offset, everything that I need to set here, I would have to create a column for. So let's go back here and take a look. So here, what I said is, all right, I want this time duration to go in now, work as a day order, right? The algo. So the time in force on the child, this is the child, right? And if it was a native, that would be it. It would be the child at the exchange. But here's the algo. You need a start and end for the algo. If you choose time, like I did here on the TT timed right below, then start time, I have to put a time. And here I put it in military time, right? Start at 2 o'clock, end at 3 o'clock. Back to the TT time duration, I didn't do that though. I did work now and end at the end of the day. But what I did do was I set a duration. I said, okay, what is this? What are we doing? So here I added a duration column. And this duration column says, all right, I'm going to be working for 30 minutes. And then I created a duration base unit column, right? To say, all right, it's going to be working, the duration is going to be 30, and then it's going to be based in minutes. And then what am I going to do with the leftover action on each slice? I'm going to go to market. Here below is the TT timed, I said, right? So this one is just going to work for an hour. It's going to go in at 2 o'clock. It's going to, at 3 o'clock, the algo is going to stop, and it's then going to go to the market on this order. This one here, I set to the pre-open, right? So look at the start. It has to be one of the things that I can choose. So if I come back to the platform here, I can say pre-open. I can say open. So, and then end on day. And then this would be a market order, right? On the pre-open, the moment that it opens, I want you to do a market order. This will probably, if I upload this now, it'll go in as now since the market's open that I'm trading. But if it was in a closed state, I can upload this with that pre-open, and then it would go in, and then it would sit on the bid, or it would go out. Let's go back to the platform and upload these. Okay, all my columns were mapped correctly. And there's a lot more of them here now, right? See here, E time action, I named it N time action. I can name it whatever I want. I just need to map it to the value that corresponds correctly. All right, let's go ahead. All right, no errors. Looks like everything's going to go in okay. And again, you see here, this one, it did go now, right? Because the market is open. So we won't upload that one because it's just going to get done. But let's add these two. Submit to exchange. All right, great. So there's my first slice out already, right? So here's a time duration, right? I could highlight it and I could see it fills in. So I went ahead, right? I'm disclosing 5 lots of 100. I even have a variance of 50. Look, it sent out a 4 lot. And then at end action, it's going to go to market, right? It's going to release a market order at each time, right? That's what it did right there. And this is going to work for 30 minutes. So the next slice should be coming out about another, whatever that is, right? And it's going to be a 6 lot. And then let's take a look at this one. Here, I uploaded that TT timed order. He's not working yet at the exchange because he's waiting, right? And look at that synth status right there. It says waiting. So at 2 o'clock, this order is going to go out. And then at 3 o'clock, this order is going to go to the market if it's not filled down at 409. Likely not to get filled. But here, I set it, and I can set it to cancel. I can cancel replace it after it's working in here. All right. Going to go ahead now. Cancel these orders. And then we'll move on to the next one. All right, the next one that we're going to do is a TT Iceberg. Here, let me open it up. All right, so here you can see the TT Iceberg, type, limit. I'm going to make it start now, right? But I want this to end at 3 o'clock, right? So it's going to go in the moment I upload it, but it's going to end at 3 o'clock. It's going to be releasing 10 lots with a variance. But here, I'm going to make it join the bid. And if you notice something, it's actually different. And this is a good example here. If I come to here and I choose TT Iceberg, right? TT Iceberg. If you notice, it's called offset, right? Offset right here on the TT Iceberg. But when I do it here, I got to name it price pay up type and price pay up. And I noticed that after a few times. It's going to take you a couple times, possibly when you're uploading the different order types, any of them, to match their columns, right? It's a little trial by error sometimes, but here, let's upload this and we'll take a look. All right, upload that Iceberg. All right, great. All the columns are correct, right? And here, price pay up. Right? Let's find that. Because if you look, there's no offset. Now that we're uploading this, there is no offset column. It's called price pay up and price pay up type. And then price pay up is the bid, right? And how much am I actually going to price pay up? I want to join the bid. So what this algo is going to do is he's going to join the bid and he's going to sit there. If he does get filled at the bid, then the next slice is going to go out and join the bid again. So let's confirm that. All right, no errors. Upload this, submit it to the exchange. Great. All right, so there's my 12 lot, right? And what's the bid? The bid is 461 3/4, and that's what I joined, 461 3/4. Let's just go into a different account, right, real quick. Just do a quick limit order. 12. Let's do. All right, now we're going to sell here. Oh, we got one more to do. Get the slice out. Looks like there's a bunch of stuff sitting in front of there. Let's just clear this. Great. All right, so looking here at the algo, right? So now I execute 22 lots. Again, I joined the bid, right? So there, my order was filled at 461 3/4. And right now I'm working 2 lots. Let's take a look right here. Still have 2 lots working. Let's go and take those out. Good. And now my next slice is working. And I'm working at 461 3/4 again. So you see, it just kept joining the bid right there. So yep, there it is working. Let's go ahead now. We'll cancel this, clear this out, and we'll move. All right, next we're going to move on to the premium order types and show you how to upload those. With the recent release, the ability to upload premium order types as well as bank algos was added. I unfortunately can't show an upload for a bank algo, but I can show an upload for a TT premium order type. So here, let me show you this sheet. Here, basic, right? Here, type, Prowler. I set the max clip size. TT Prowler is similar to an Iceberg here, so the max size. And then I got start and end time right here. All right, so let's upload this. Choose this. All right, let's take a look too at the columns, right? So here's where it can really be seen. So here I'll open up as well. And here a Prowler, right? So you can see all the different parameters, right? Everything that can be set right here. On the new release for our upload feature, the type column is very important, right? The moment that it picks up and knows what type of order it needs to execute for, it'll pull in all the proper columns here on the order book import, right? So here, look, I actually named max show, which is here as well, so I can keep that up. Max show, I named it max size. Again, you can name the columns anything that you want, but you just have to make sure that you map them correctly. But then you'll see here all these other columns that are specific just for TT Prowler, like post-trigger duration, right? Anything there will appear here with the tick quantity if I wanted to use, right? I don't have to upload those. I could just upload it right here. And then I can go back and change those later if I want, right? But here, let's go ahead. I'm going to confirm this. Good. No errors here. Submit to Exchange. Great. And there it is. It uploaded it. So let's take a look at this order, right? TT Prowler. It's working right now. The algo is working, but it's going to start at 9 o'clock. That's in about 25 minutes. And I'm going to work this for an hour, right? So there it was to upload a TT premium order type. Again, you can do the same if you have access to your bank algos. If your bank partner gave you access to their algos and you want to upload, it's the same type of process. Really what you're doing is making sure that on your sheet, the type shows the proper algo name, right? And it has to match bank algo, premium order type, TT order type. It has to match. And then once it does that and you're uploading it, it's going to pull and it's going to know that it has to fill in all of these different columns. So you don't have to put a value in these parameters, right? But it's going to then show it when you do that order book upload. One more time, I'll show it. So when you upload it here and it knows the actual name of the algo, it's going to then go ahead and bring in those order book columns. And then you just have to map them. And after you map them the first time, then you wouldn't have to map them any further. So that's how you upload a TT premium order type. So that wraps us up here on the examples for the CSV order uploading. Thank you for joining me today to review it. If you have any questions or would like to book a training session with a UX team member, please reach out to the team at training-ux@tradingtechnologies.com. I hope this webinar has been informative, and I look forward to creating more webinars to help our user base in the near future.